avoid, you know, your decisions are a little bit more, you're clear-headed when you're making decisions about like who you're going to go out with, and then get to know that person and then decide if you want to meet up, do something free, coffee, buy your own drink, whatever that is, have a conversation. If that conversation,
it's going to be a very short podcast, reaction video, you guys. I got to get my son to his physical therapy appointment at 4:30. So just real quick.
Transcends to a physical connection and you guys decide you want to date, start dating. Oversimplified, but that's kind of just a gist of like where my mind goes when I think about why people's love lives may not be working, or why your love life is in shambles. You're just not doing the hard work up front.
Okay, I think that's actually some really good points. I actually got chills on some of that because I resonate with a lot of that. And for me, I can honestly say, like, understanding that every relationship you have starts with you. And that is really hard to do when you are used to playing the blame game. And I think in general, women, we like to victimize ourselves a lot and never take accountability for our part we play in our own suffering. And a lot of my relationships, they ended, and a lot of them were because I chose the wrong man, and I stayed around for the wrong things.
What's going on, fam?
But it was really hard after those relationships ended to reflect on the things I did wrong, because I felt so guilty about it and ashamed. And I'm like, no, I'm not this person. I'm a good person. I'm not selfish. I'm all these things. But in reality, it was really important for me to stop playing the victim and start understanding where I can be better. And I think that a big shift for me was understanding that all your relationships are mirrors. They're mirrors to who and what you need to heal. And, even I hear women say like, well, he's a narcissist, or he's this and I'm not that. You may not be a narcissist, but you have a certain unhealed trauma that allows him to prey on you. So there's something in you that believes the bullshit, goes for it, believes the manipulation, because you want so badly to have X, Y, and Z. And I think
I gotta skim through this a bit quicker because I got that appointment. So let's let this dude start cooking, man. Yeah, he better cook it. Yeah. She was almost done anyway.
Yeah, all that is really great stuff. I wanna section this off because I want to talk about the work that needs to be done before you enter a relationship,
and way before,
which keeps your love life in shambles, and then the work that has to be done while you're in a relationship that keep your love life in shambles. So let's section this thing off, and I want you guys to listen intently, because I'm about to drop some real gems on you, and hopefully it resonates and you'll be able to go back and identify some of these traits in yourself or somebody that needs help and rectify them. So I want to say this first. The most ubiquitous trait a lot of women have in this era is they leave one relationship and hop right into the next. Imagine being a boxer, having the fight of your life, biggest fight of your life, went 12 rounds, and you barely won. And then a promoter coming to you like, yeah, I got your next fight lined up. It's next week.
Or you didn't even win.
It don't matter if you did win. It was the biggest fight of your life.
Yeah.
Your body is hurt. How you gonna go fight and think you gonna be successful next week? You ain't even give your body time to heal or train. Y'all leaving relationships and not even reflecting and taking inventory of what was missing inside that relationship that you didn't bring to the table before you rush into the next relationship. Because when you do that, you more than likely will choose wrong, because you're gonna choose from a place of trauma. Let me ask you a question. Name one meal for sure, one thing if you sick that you gonna eat. When you sick, you gonna eat this.
Soup.
When you sick, you gonna eat this.
Yeah, like with a cold,
Yeah, what you gonna eat?
Yeah, soup.
When you not sick, what you gonna eat? Just name anything.
Tacos.
Pizza.
Can't go wrong
All right.
with tacos.
So when you leave one relationship before you heal, and you choose your next mate, that's like choosing soup. You were sick. What happens when you start to heal? You're not eating that soup no more. You're not even gonna like him no more. Cause you're not sick no more. You understand that analogy?
Yes.
You chose him because you were sick. Understand that analogy? You chose your new mate from a place of trauma.
What's going on? What's going on
I've
from
been
the
there.
Shorts feed? Y'all
But
make sure y'all
now,
subscribe.
2-3 years later, you found yourself again. You relocated your confidence, your self-esteem, and you realize we don't have that much in common. Because again, how often do you eat soup when you're not sick? Tell the truth.
I don't like soup.
Exactly. Not very often.
I
So
like a
then
little ramen,
that's
a little
what
fluff.
happens with the men you're dating.
Yeah.
When you choose from a place
I
of
agree.
trauma. When you heal and come back to yourself and you're not having an atypical year, you be like, wow, how did I end up here? I don't really like this person. So that's the main reason
Yeah. That's a
going into it why your love life is in shambles. So I think that it's wise to take a beat, take a strategic pause from dating. After you exit a relationship that you've been in for long.
Hey y'all, again, I gotta make this short, so I'm just gonna get to the bread and butter, right? What he's talking about is what we talk about on here all the time. It don't matter how these podcasters phrase stuff. I want you to understand the Sigmas, the ones over here, we start the trends, man. We start the topics. We start the trends. We talk about over here and started talking about how I just been recently talking about this the past month or so, or 2 months, maybe going on 3, how women are running around with unhealed trauma, okay? And when they meet you with all these boundaries and standards, they're meeting you with a bunch of, trauma that they haven't healed from, childhood trauma, previous relationship trauma. It doesn't really matter how else another podcaster phrases it. I know when I bring something to the table. I know whenever I'm saying something and things are being disseminated and then rebranded however it is, right? You know what I mean? If it wasn't talked about before I brought it to the table and it's being somewhat kind of sort of around the way talked about now, pay attention, okay? You know what I'm saying? You Sigmas, you leading the way. The whole point of what I'm making this video for is let you guys know that you leading the way where you're very influential, but you're influential in a way to your confidence triggers. This is something else they take from me a lot too. I'm the one that started this. You know, the way you are, your confidence triggers their demons, okay? And in certain communities in America, due to generational curses from slavery and whatnot, there's a need to humble. There's a need to want to humble. So if you come across super confident, then you're going to have certain people want to make you prove it to them by acting like they don't see you when they are taking notes on everything that you do. Okay? Every single thing that you do, every single thing that you say, however you move, so much so to the point where you have to kind of like step back, keep things close to your chest, man, that you know that you're going to make some major moves with, and don't say nothing at all, right? You know, sometimes you throw some things out there to kind of see who's biting, who's going to bite or what. But, listen, the only point that he's making is the point that we talk about on here all the time. Women are not healing first. What are we doing over here? We're walking away from dating. Most men are walking away from dating. When you walk away from dating, you're going to heal automatically. If you're taking time away from it, all that time away from needing a person is going to show you how powerful you are by yourself. So if you walk away, you're going to be healing, right? These women are not. These women still have dudes in their DMs, their exes, dudes that have been wanting to get at them, dudes in their DMs, and as soon as it's over, they monkey branch. You know what I'm saying? That's another way that he's phrasing monkey branching. They're not taking the time to heal. And you can see the unhealedness on them. The way they speak, their masculinity or GMO masculinity, right? All these different standards. And then the whining about exes, especially when they whine about exes too much. And they ain't got to be specific. They'll just say, I've dealt with guys in the... What guys? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Or they'll be like, y'all's a lot of people. Who are you talking about specifically? I hate to throw it back at them like that, but who hurt you? Right? Why have you not healed? You know, why are you coming into a new relationship telling me how you perceive all men to be and you ain't been with all men, or you wouldn't be talking to me, right? But I don't want to hold y'all too long, man. I just wanted to get out here and I want to show y'all how when we start conversations over here, how they influence people. You know how I mean? How it percolates to the top and everybody ends up, you know what I'm saying? Like we merged, we did this. We merged that spiritual talk in with that dating talk, right? It wasn't even nothing to really be taken seriously until we came in talking about, you know, lone wolf, you know, different ways that we decided to articulate the healing process. You know what I'm saying? But I want y'all to understand, you know, because I can see things. I'm not saying y'all can't. I'm just telling you, you put a lot of influence out there, okay? And you don't need, never have, never ask for it. You don't need anyone to validate you, right? That's not what it's about. What it's about is you looking for people that bring things to the table that you can learn from as well. If you're surrounded by people that are always sneaking and trying to copy you on a low and take little jabs at you on a sneaky like, and you are influencing and you're teaching those people, those can't be your people. Your people will be people that can teach you also, that you're going to want to learn from, right? See, my problem is every time I grow, the people around me are always getting stuff from me. I don't get nothing from them. I legit don't get nothing from any of these people. I'm just like, well, I feel like I'm alone out here. I'm like, I ain't learning nothing from these dating coaches or these life coaches. Shit, man, I got to just go higher. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting nothing from them, you know, but I can see my influence on them. I'm like, okay, what's my job to teach them, right? Cool. You know, they're my students. Hey, you're supposed to throw spitballs and when my back's turned and talk junk about the teacher whenever his back's turned. That's what you do in class. That's what students do, right? That's what y'all do. You throw little spitballs or whatever, throw little shots or whatever, because I'm a teacher. You're learning from me. A lot of y'all be dropping content trying to get, I see all of it, man. I see all of it. I'm going to elevate above it, though. You're going to have to watch me ascend, and you're going to continuously try to keep up with what I'm doing, and people will eventually start seeing, like, I think these Negroes are trying to keep up with him. I think they are. They're going to start seeing the things that you're doing because I'm going to ascend above this dating stuff. And so you're going to start showing that you're doing more things outside of dating, and it's going to become very obvious. I'm going to make you show yourselves because you can't help but compete with me. I trigger you that much. And through that triggering process, we're going to develop some growth. You're going to heal, okay? Whether you want to or not, because I trigger you too much. Something about me, just like, I got to compete with this dude. I got to, man, the way I used to work for the White House. I am a 2-time combat veteran, you fucking fools. Just because you looking at me and you think that you see somebody down the block from you or a cousin of yours, far from it. Far from it. But I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. Something else I started saying online. Shout out to my pops, right? You know, I'm not competing with y'all. I compete with myself. But what I'm going to do now is elevate even above that. Okay? I'm looking at it now as if I influence everybody around me. So I need to move accordingly. I can't acknowledge you peasants anymore, man. You peasants, I'm just done. Do whatever you will. Mock however you feel like you need to. You peasants are beneath me, and I am above this. Salute. Love and light to my tribe. Let's go through these comments real quick. Gotta let it be known. Oh man, I gotta go. I can make it. I'm gonna call them and let them know I'm be a little bit late. This place is 12 miles away and it takes me 36 minutes to get there. Traffic, man. They don't never heal. You know, and they're always looking for your attention. And the monkey branching, like I was telling the guy in the comments, he was talking about his ex. I was like, man, my crazy ass ex was telling me she didn't cheat on me when she was gone for 30-something days. But then less than a full 2 years later, she's done gotten pregnant and threatened to put me on child support if I don't get a divorce. I'm like, Goofy, why in the hell are you out there with your legs up, taking dick, deep dick, for long periods of time? It takes a while to get pregnant, especially when you ain't been pregnant in over 10 years. You know what I'm saying? And now you worried about getting divorced. You should have been getting divorced before. You see what I'm saying? She had a monkey branch into somebody new before she divorced me so she could feel better about her situation by the time that she did divorce me. Make it make sense. It don't. It don't. They just be doing shit. You know, what can you do about it? It is what it is. Anyway, y'all, love and light. I'm your brother, man, and I'm out. We own it, man. Wolfpack ain't playing no more. We own it.
In this game,